This is my daughter, Mitrice Richardson. My daughter, a citizen, was failed by the authorities who are hired to protect and serve us. They are not simply here to enforce and arrest us, but they also have a duty to protect us from harm from ourselves and to others. And clearly, they knew that something was wrong with her.
LA County Sheriff Department took a sobriety test, allegedly, and realized that she wasn't drunk, but failed to realize that this young lady was in a crisis stage.
I was the horse guy, so our guys.
And so when she actually, I don't know specifically what's going on with her, but
is we want to find Mitrice Richardson.
Help her to show up on the screen. Help somebody, Father God, right now, wherever she is, to place their hands on her and make the call.
This woman, a 4.0 graduate student, scheduled to be a substitute teacher, no prior criminal record, wants the same type of help and assistance as anyone else in this city.
You know, it was kind of sad, man, because my wife came in last night. She didn't know the car was actually going to be here. So when she pulled up, she just walked in the house and started bawling, man, you know.
that's what I hear.
And then this morning, we were leaving off for work, and, you know, she's waiting on me to come out and just looking, just like, wow, this is not the same knowing that this girl not here with this car, you know. I'm gonna try to go through it and try to set some pieces to a puzzle together and see if I can find some clues myself, you know. And it's a sad thing, man. It's really sad to not know where my baby at right now. But we working. I mean, it's so much participation with trying to find her. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Still a couple of items missing. I think they still have them. Yeah, her phone. We're still looking for the laptop to get back. So I will be picking up those items. I'll follow up with them items. But, you know, one step at a time. I assume that they still holding the phone, hoping and praying somebody call them, some type of lead or something.
Flyers for the bomb conference, we can pass them out. Just before we go into prayer, just a reminder that in one of the Gospels, in Matthew, Jesus told a parable about a man that had 100 sheep, and one of them wandered away. And if he finds it, then there's a lot of joy, even more joy on that one than the 99 that he had. And we thank you for your power that we experience even as we feel the sun beaming down on us. Lord, it is our prayer today that we will connect with that parable to recognize that Mitrice is one of your sheep that is lost. And it is our prayer today that you would help us to bring her back into the fold.
And there's conversations that are just not there. For example, the third phone call.
This The tattoo in her back neck is one of those like Chinese symbols.
Okay.
And I tried to look it up because it means flawless, but there's so many ways to do it. But anyway, it's just one character in the back of her neck. The tattoo is it's paw prints actually, like paw prints. And then I think Tessa's name is there. T-E-S-S-A. So it's paw prints and then Tessa's name. Yeah.
Okay.
The day that she went missing, but she was planning to spend the entire weekend with her mother because they were going to go to the UCLA game and they were going to go just do various things with her mom and her sister that weekend. But with both of her parents, she's very close, as well as with her great-grandmother. So, and I don't know if you read the newspaper article that Ann Sobel put out on Wednesday, which did indicate that they finally found out the last 4 phone calls that she made, and those were to her great-grandmother. So this isn't a person who was, as they originally portrayed, was just out there trying to get away from her family. She actually, according to them, attempted to call her grandmother 4 times.
And how close was she with her grandmother?
She lived with her great-grandmother. It was her great-grandmother. So very, very close family.
I see you still standing like you always are.
Okay, so if everybody would want to leave their lights on, that would be great.
Or flashers, maybe.
Or your flashers or your lights, and people, you know, we all have flyers on our car.
Except this site isn't as busy. First, our main concern is finding Mitrice. We want to find her. We'll get to the nuts and bolts later.
So, see her.
We can just go in there, right?
216. We'll find it in one of the two.
You want to check there? And I don't think anybody, this guy has his own woman here.
Oh, okay.
Detective did indicate to me that the original officers involved in the case were also concerned about her mental state. She indicated to me that the officers involved attempted to get Joffrey's restaurant not to file any type of arrest against this young woman because of their concern that she might be suffering some type of mental health issues. Why they chose not to get any type of evaluation of her, the detective on the case was not able to supply me with that information. She was unsure. But clearly she did state to me that there were indications from the police officers involved in the case at that time that Miss Richardson was acting very odd.
It ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. The things that your preacher is liable to teach you, it ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. It ain't necessarily so. The things that your preacher is liable to teach you, it ain't necessarily so.